This virtual watch party for Thanksgiving Carol is brought to you by
was dead to begin with. There's no doubt whatever about that. He'd been beheaded, disemboweled, skinned and boned. The manager had signed for and boxed him. Old Gimble was dead as a doornail. Ebenezer Spurge knew that Gimble was dead. That is for certain. How he knew, I will not here tell. But let it suffice to say that he knew, and we shall leave it at that. What he did not know was that he too was dead. Deader than a doornail, to be precise. For a doornail, though dead, remains in the door and aids in the lives of those around it. But Spurge, he was a self-serving, tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Spurge. An unfeeling, grasping, boasting, scraping, clutching, covetous, young sinner. And yet, to the rest of the world, to all but those who knew him best, or worst, as is more likely, he was alive, living, happy, successful, and free. But his heart of hearts was closed, ungrateful, and cold. Once upon a Monday,
Ed? You ready to get started? By the way, McAllister called, and in his words, the contract is surprisingly competent. Ed, you have a $10,000 bed.
9.9. You're late.
No, I've been on the clock since 7:30.
That's great. Wake me after you walk the dog.
You don't have a dog.
You know? Okay. And here's what I'm gonna need you to do. Go out, buy a dog, walk it, and then get back to me.
Nice try. Come on, get up. You have a lot of work to do. Performance is Friday.
Ah, yes. The Thou Shalt Doeth Good fundraiser.
Matthew 14 Ministries provide thousands of meals a year to struggling people. And they do more than just feed their bodies.
They feed their souls. I know, big whoop.
Ed!
I am an Oscar-nominated actor, performing in some community theater Shakespeare to feed a bunch of people who don't even shower. Okay, at least I have one. It's a matter of principle.
These people honestly need your help.
I know that Sasquatch Sally stepped on my foot and broke it, bunch of amateurs.
I'm not talking about the cast. I'm talking about the shelter.
Oh. You know, you're a sweet kid, Rachel, but there are a few things you need to learn about the world.
Oh, really?
1. TV wrestling is fake.
That has nothing to do with our...
I know. It hit home too. Ghosts.
It is a dog-eat-dog world out there, Rachel. Every man for himself. Every me for me.
That may be the way the world works, but that's not how God works.
Oh, please, Rachel. Don't start on that now. It is way too early for you to be trying to convert me.
I'm more worried about being too late.
Say what?
Never mind. Get your script. You have work to do.
Rachel, the door!
Hey, Melanie. How are you?
Hi, Miss Rachel. Hi, Uncle Ed.
Hey, Mandy. Rachel, what'd you do with my script?
My name is Melanie.
That's what I said. Rachel, where's my script? We got work to do.
It's right here. And so is your niece.
Oh, how are you, Melissa?
I am doing well. But how are you?
I could be better.
Mom wanted me to invite you to Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday. It's at our house this year, and she's really hoping you'll come.
Thanksgiving is Thursday?
You didn't know that?
I don't have time for useless holidays involving overconsumption of food and excessive use of antacids.
There's more to it than that.
True, there is football.
What about family, friends? Giving thanks for our blessings?
Really? Blessings are for people who can't take care of themselves. Everything you see here is the result of my blood, sweat, and tears. I don't have anyone to thank but myself.
But shouldn't you thank God for your talents and opportunities?
Really, Misty? You too?
Melanie.
Listen here, Millie. As my ex-girlfriend used to say, haters gonna hate. Hate, 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 hate.
Should I take this to mean you aren't coming?
Ding-a-ling, give the girl a prize.
I'm in A Christmas Carol, and we open next week. I know you're really busy, but it'd be cool if you could make it.
Yeah, I'll see if I can make it.
Well, the invitation for Thanksgiving still stands. But I should be going. I'm meeting my dad for coffee.
You do that, Myrtle.
Uncle Ed, it's Melanie. Never mind. Bye, Miss Rachel.
Bye, Melanie. Give your mom a hug for me. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, speaking of coffee, where does mine be, wench?
Why on earth do you treat Melanie like that?
Who, my nephew?
She really cares about you and she admires your talent.
As she should.
You didn't even bother getting her name right.
Oh, give me a break. I haven't seen her in like, what, a year?
She stops by at least once a week.
Really?
Really, Ed. And though it makes your sister cringe, she wants to be an actor just like you.
Then she ought to get out there and do something about it, not bother me while I'm working.
In the past 2 years, she has been in 9, soon to be 10 productions, all of which she has invited you to, and all of which you have missed.
Oh, that is not true. I went to, the Hills Got Music.
The Sound of Music?
Yeah, that's what I said.
If I remember correctly, you slept through it. And then you told her the world needs more secretaries.
It's true, though. There aren't as many good secretaries as there used to be. Besides, if she wants to be where I am, then she's going to have to realize that the greats don't have things handed to them. Ugh. They have to grab the bull of adversity by the horns, rip off his head, and turn him into 1,300 pounds of sweet success barbecue. Yeehaw. Speaking of which, do we have any of those chips left?
She's not looking for a handout, Ed. She just wants to learn from you. And more than that, she wants your approval.
And she's gonna have to realize you can't always get what you want. Yeah!
And I don't think you realize just how much your success is due to other people.
What was that?
Never mind. Ebenezer,
Oh.
you have work to do.
Say by the bell and don't call me Ebenezer.
Eddie, baby, my star, my jewel, my #1 client. How are you, darling?
I'd be a lot better if I had a chance to eat.
That's wonderful, sweetheart. Okay, listen. I've been talking with some of my peoples, and I've got wonderful news. Like wonderful news.
And that is...
Oh, hang on. Gwyneth, Dwellina. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, look, I'm with another client. I gotta go. You just have him call me later and we'll talk about the contract. Okay, you too. Ciao, baby. Where were we?
You're at wonderful. W-O-N Darkfulness.
Oh, that's right. Have I got news for you? You know that super famous director you've always wanted to work with?
You mean Joshua Rexford?
He's shooting a new movie, and guess who they want to audition for the lead?
Yes! Working with Joshua Rexford! I can't believe this!
That's fantastic.
I know! Now come on, you can say it.
This can finally be my Oscar! Wow! You are the best agent ever. You're the best agent ever.
Tell me something I don't know.
I have a deep-seated fear of watermelons.
Isn't that precious? They said they would call me sometime this week to set up an audition. I'll bring you the sides as soon as I get them.
Wow, this is quite the opportunity.
Yes, it is. So don't blow it this time.
Yeah.
I got to split. I'll see you kid later. Remember, Eddie, baby, you're my #1 client. Don't let me down here, doll. Ciao, baby. Jerome, baby, how's that basement apartment working out? You're here skinny? I'm sure you do.
I can't believe this. Working with someone at the top like this could be my ticket to the big time.
You don't call earning 7 figures a gig and starring on stage and screen the big time.
Oh, Rachel, poor, uneducated Rachel. There's more to this than the money. If I play my cards right, I could land my own star on Hollywood Boulevard.
Boulevard.
And I've heard it both ways. I could become a classic, a household name. Oh, why didn't Avery have the sides with her? I need to be working on this.
Yes, but you cannot forget about the fundraiser.
Oh, please, Rachel, don't be raining on my parade.
I'm not trying to, but don't you care about the good this will do?
Look, it's all soggy.
Ed,
What?
you have been put in a position to help so many people and you don't even care.
I haven't been put anywhere, Rachel. I put myself here through hard work, blood, sweat, and coffee. A lot of coffee. I had to build my own success. I can't be responsible for building it for other people. That's why I'm the famous actor and you're just my little personal assistant.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Famous actor or no, you still need to practice.
Do we have to
That's not in the script. Scene 4, let's go.
Run for a while, I take my leave to visit my friends in Padua. But of all my best beloved and most approved friends.
Ed, what was that you said a minute ago about being the famous actor?
Hey, I said I was famous. Never said I was good.
Ed,
Fine. You asked for it. Hello now! For a while I take my leave to visit my friends in Padua. But of all my best beloved and most approved friend Hortensio, and I trow this is his house, is Cyril Grumio, knock I say.
Knock, sir. Whom should I knock?
Villain, I say knock me here soundly.
Knock you here, sir.
Villain, I say knock me at this gate and rat me well. It's that time here. That for a second.
It is now, I suppose, that many of you who are familiar with Dickens' classic tale find puzzling our cast of characters. For our Spurge pales in comparison to Scrooge. He laughs, tells jokes, spends his money, and appears to have friends. Where is the bah humbug, the drab rooms, and shabby clothes? Why does not the sky veil over as he passes? In essence, why is he not Scrooge? To answer this question, you must first consider more than outward appearances. For Ebenezer Scrooge was more than Scrooge in appearance alone, but in heart first. Selfishness does not always take the same form, and yet it takes residence in us all under different names. It was the end of the day. Ed was now alone and lonely. He had just settled down with the culmination of all his culinary skill, a turkey sandwich.
Now, I want you to appreciate this, because I worked long and hard on it.
Observe, a turkey sandwich. Now here, eat. Big bites, you're a big boy now. Chew. Okay, look, it wasn't easy to make this. I'd like to see some gratitude. This is how you eat a turkey, a sandwich.
Ebenezer Spurge!
Okay, I know you didn't like it, but that is no way to react.
I'm coming for you, Ebenezer. It won't be long. I'm coming for you soon.
Where are you? What do you want? What are you doing?
I'm screaming!
Why are you screaming?
You started it!
Don't be a smart aleck.
I'm not. I'm a smart Annie.
Get lost, little girl.
Not till I'm finished.
Finished what?
Telling you why I'm here. There's a kitchen.
Oh, no. This is not okay. If someone finds you here, you could get me in a lot of trouble. Who do you think you are?
My name is Annie Martin, and I'm here to collect food for the Matthew 14 Thanksgiving dinner for the homeless. Now, how would you like to contribute? Cash, cans, or card?
I'm already performing for their little fundraiser, so you can leave.
But you haven't done it!
I already told you, I'm already doing it now. Ow!
No, you aren't.
Look, Fanny.
Annie!
Whatever your name is. I don't need you to be telling me what to do, okay?
Well, why not?
Because you're a little girl, that's why.
That's irrelevant and invalid.
Huh?
Your argument. You have fallen into the classic ad hominem fallacy. Instead of presenting a logical and well-reasoned line of thought, presenting your view, you have made the mistake of attacking me personally rather than my argument.
Come again?
In essence, my age has nothing to do with the present discussion of ethics. My presentation of morality is either right or wrong regardless of my age.
Where did you learn to talk like that?
I'm homeschooled.
Nerd.
Now, are you going to give me some food for the dinner, or am I going to have to take it?
No and no. All you're getting from me is the boot.
People can't eat boots.
That's true, but that's not what I meant. What are you doing collecting food at this time of night anyway? And where are your parents?
Downstairs, I'm your neighbor. Now, please help out some people less well off than you and give me some food.
No.
Why not?
I just told you I don't want to.
So, you should. They're people too. And if they don't have food, they could die.
Well, they should go ahead and do it. They'll strangle the gene pool or something like that.
That's me.
The world is mean, Franny. Now get lost.
Choo.
I hope you change your attitude, mister, or run straight.
Night, you two, Hammy.
Someone needs to work on their social skills. You want? No. Yeah, I'm not that hungry either.
Wait. Is that burrito I smell? Oh, no way. You kidding me? Wait, hold on. No. No way. Jackpot! Oh, no. Gosh, it's still warm. Here.
Try a bite. I know, right? So much better than that sandwich.
Something was seriously wrong with that turkey.
There was nothing wrong with the turkey, you Nimrod.
I swear, Annie, I will call the cops and me.
To say that Ed was scared would have been false, but to say that he was undisturbed would have been equally so. Ed was, after all, an enlightened man of science. He was sure that he simply needed something to occupy his thoughts. At least that's what most of him said. There was a little corner of him, the part to which he did not wish to listen, that said not all was right with the world. It was this part of his mind, no matter how small, that prompted him to leave the lights on and keep his eyes open as long as he could. But such is the nature of scary events, that it was not till the moment he finally shut his eyes that something finally happened. Ebenezer Spurge. Ebenezer Spurge. Ebenezer Spurge.
minutes, Rachel. Ugh.
What do you want?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Okay, who were you then?
Gimbal!
Alexa, remind me to fire that security guard.
In life, I was a turkey. In death, I am the ghost of your sandwich.
My what?
Your sandwich.
Okay, now I know I'm dreaming. I knew there was something horribly wrong with that meat.
What are you doing?
Looking for antacids, modern day ghost repellent.
I am the physical manifestation of the ghost of a turkey. Why do you doubt your senses?
Because I've had food poisoning before. It wasn't this weird, but it can really mess with you. What's that? He says there's more of gravy than of the grave about you.
The bear reads Dickens. Respect. What would it take for me to convince you that I am real?
You can't, because you're not.
Just humor me here, Eddie boy.
Okay, fine, touch me, pinch me even, then I'll know this isn't a dream.
I can't do that. I'm a ghost. I don't have an actual body.
See, I knew you weren't real.
Just because my body's in your trash can and a million other different meat-based products does not mean I am not here.
Then prove it.
How?
I just told you, touch me.
I just told you I can't do that. I'm a ghost. My hand will go right through you. Wow, that's new. I have an actual body.
Okay, I believe.
Good! Because I come to warn you.
Oh, why didn't someone come to warn me about you?
Because I'm the one who was sent to warn.
What are you warning me about?
Yourself, Ebenezer Spurge.
Wait, myself? And just don't call me Ebenezer. Just call me Ed.
Why?
You try making it through 5th grade with a name like Ebenezer. Sneezer, Ebenezer, stick him in the freezer. It's not funny.
Okay, Ed, your doom is coming.
Wait, my what?
Your doom. Doom. You are unfaithful, Ebenezer, and you will not remain so and escape the consequences.
What are you talking about? Who is there to thank?
You will be visited by 3 more ghosts between now and Thanksgiving Day.
Wait, when is Turkey Day?
I would appreciate it if you didn't call it Turkey Day.
Why? Are you too chicken to face up to it?
Not appreciated.
I can see how the idea could be unpheasant to ya.
Now you're just being mean.
And you're ducking the issue.
You want 4 ghosts? Cause that's the way you're gonna get 4 ghosts.
Oh, now that's just foul. I know, what a bird brain.
Ebenezer Spurge, you shall be given this chance to mend your ways and bend your knees and thereby escape the torment that awaits you as just reward for your hard heart. Take heed, Ebenezer! Take heed!
Wait, what torment?
Expect the first ghost tomorrow when you least expect it!
That is 0% helpful. Well,
Ed slept fitfully for the rest of the night and woke tired, confused, and moody. Though he tried to dismiss the last night's strange happening, Gimble's words still whispered through the back of his mind.
You shall be given this chance to mend your ways and bend your knees, and thereby escape the torment that awaits you as just reward for your hard heart. Take heed, Ebenezer! Take heed!
To drive away the frightening realism of the memory, he buried it in work. And yet, always, like the shade who spoke then, Gimble's words would rise up to haunt his waking memory.
Well, you hear but something hard of hearing. They call me Catherine that do speak of me.
In faith you lie. They call you Plain Kate. And Bonnie Kate. And sometimes Kate, the cursed. I just can't do I can't do this right now.
What's the matter? You've been like this all day.
I know. I just can't do this right now.
Why don't you try taking it from the top?
Why don't you just mind your own business?
I'm your assistant. Your business is my job.
No. Your job is to do what I tell you.
I see. I'll go make breakfast.
Rachel, door.
What did I tell you? Am I the agent of the year, or am I the agent of the year?
Did you get the signs?
Exactly what I said, sweetheart. Okay, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later, Brad. Remember, you're my #1 client. Ciao, baby. Oh, baby, how's my #1 client today?
I'm doing
That's
great.
great. Remember those signs I told you about? Well, here they are.
Avery, this is great. Did you arrange an audition?
I talked with the casting director, and she'll be in town this Friday afternoon. It's not settled yet, but I'll get you in before she has time to cast anyone else.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is, and it's a great opportunity, so don't blow it, kid. But enough talk, darling. I got to go be amazing for other people. Remember, you're my #1 client. Ciao, baby.
Did you hear that, Rachel?
I did, but Ed, you have a performance Friday, the fundraiser.
Not that again.
I'm sorry, but you did say that you would do it.
I know I said I would do it, but come on. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You can still audition, just not on Friday.
What if they cast someone else?
If you're meant to have the part, then you
Meant by
would.
who?
God?
God helps those who help themselves. It's in the Bible somewhere.
No, it's not. And there's no need for you to be flippant about it.
And there's no need for you to be cramming religion down my throat.
I wasn't cramming anything down your throat. I was trying to give you good advice.
Well, don't.
And that's what friends do.
You're not my friend, Rachel. You're my assistant. I am so sick and tired of people telling me what I should and shouldn't do.
What are you talking about?
First you, then that little girl, and then last night.
I'm
You know
sorry.
what? Just leave.
What?
Get out of here. Go home. I cannot deal with you right now.
Ed sat as Rachel left. He sat as the afternoon wore on. He sat as the sun set and the evening began. He didn't move. Had he been right? Of course, he was right. His thoughts bubbled and stewed as the day drew to a close. Words he would have preferred to forget, floated back across his consciousness.
Expect the first ghost tomorrow, when you least expect it.
But he was expecting it. And he expected it for several more hours, and was determined to keep expecting it until finally he got hungry. And after the events of the night before, which he still blames on bad meat, he decided to have his meal professionally prepared.
Hello, thank you for calling the Piazza del Pizza.
Hey Tony, it's me, Ed Spurge. I'd like to place an order for delivery.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Mr. Spurge. They actually can't do delivery tonight.
What? Why?
You called me at literally the worst time possible. My ovens just went down. The repairman won't be here for another 2 to 48 hours.
Oh, come on, Tony.
Look, normally I do anything for you, Mr. Spurge. You know that. Like I said, I'm sorry. I know it's to help you out right now, but as soon as the ovens are up and running again, I'll personally bring you a pie in the house, just the way you like it.
Yeah, but what do I do tonight? Rachel went home early today.
Uh-oh, you really are in trouble. Listen, I don't only recommend competition, but for you I will. Check out my friend Ted. He owns Ted the Tech Guy's Terrifically Tasty Takeout Tower. Second best pizza in town.
I don't have him on speed dial.
Benny! Use the fire extinguisher, you moron. That's why we have one. I gotta go. Look him up in the phone book or something. Thanks for calling.
A phone book? What is this, a Stone Age?
Ted the Tech Guy's Terrifically Tasty Takeout Tower.
Hello, this is Ted the Tech Guy's Terrifically Tasty Takeout Tower. Handling the single man's need for food and the single woman's need for technical assistance all under one roof. Would you be needing tummy substance or tech support today?
I just need to order a pizza.
What form of pizza would you like to order today?
What form?
Yes. Would you be needing one of our real pizzas or one of our terrifically tasty virtual e-pizzas?
How about a real one, Urkel?
I'm sorry, those are temporarily unavailable.
What? Why?
I'm afraid we are currently having our food license reevaluated after a disgruntled customer claimed to, allegedly, in theory, to possibly have eaten a microchip that was supposedly on his pizza.
You know what? Never mind.
Wait, don't you want to try one of our virtual pizzas? It's vegan.
Bye. There's gotta be a pizza delivery place around here somewhere.
Hello. Thank you for calling Putin's Pizza. In former Soviet Russia, you do not eat pizza. Pizza eats you.
Pilgrim's Pizzeria? Seems it's my last hope.
Good morrow, and give thee thanks, my lord, for thy most kind patronage of our humble establishment. Wouldst it give thee pleasure to procure pizza this evensong, Or dost thou communicate telephonically to some other greater purpose?
I'd like to order a pizza?
Very well, my lord. And shall you be partaking of the Italian delight in a manner whereby thou dost require seating within the four walls of our establishment? Or wouldst prefer it that it were hastened from here unto thine own abode?
Delivery would be great. A large pepperoni. I'm at the big apartment building on the corner of Charles and 2nd, penthouse 3.
Very well, my lord. Thy sustenance doth be on its way with the speed of winged feet.
Finally.
Oh, it's okay.
That was quick.
Yeah, man. We don't try to be that way. Your total is like 1620.
Oh, yeah, here, keep the change.
Thanks, dude.
Gus, drink, old buddy, old mine, old pal, we are eating good, I tell ya. Eating good. Oh, just let that sit right here. You know what, just forget.
Good evening to you, Ebenezer. Calm yourself, Ebenezer. My name is Providence. I am the first ghost of whom you are forewarned. I am the ghost of Thanksgiving past. I have been tasked with showing you the debt that you owe.
Debt? What debt? I don't owe anyone anything.
We have no time to argue. I have much to show. Now come.
Come where? What are you going to show me?
I'm going to show you the past.
Which past?
Yours.
As he followed, Ed found himself no longer aware of what was going on. His life played in reverse on the screen of his imagination with such force he was blinded to any other reality beyond what had been. When the images finally halted, he was left breathless in a room he hadn't seen in years.
Keep it going. Move those legs. Yeah, keep it moving.
Wait, what is this?
Your childhood, Ebenezer.
Don't call me that. I haven't been here in ages.
No, but your childhood has always been here.
I barely even remember this place.
It has been too long a time since you were last here.
I don't recall giving you permission to criticize my personal life.
I didn't ask for it.
Is that my mom? She's so much more flexible and so young.
And so were you.
That's me?
Yes, he is.
I was an ugly little imp.
Like that. And arms down and cross.
Mom. Yes? Would you talk to Dad?
About what, sweetheart?
He's making me be in the Christmas play.
I thought you wanted to do it.
Not anymore.
Well, why not?
I don't know, because it'll be boring.
You didn't seem to think so on Sunday, when you told Miss Trish you would do it.
I know, but I just don't want to.
Are you maybe a little scared to get up in front of all those people?
No. Maybe.
I'll tell you what. You've told Miss Trish you would help him be in this one,
But if you work hard and do a good job, I'll take you and your friends to the ice cream shop to celebrate. And if you don't like doing the show, you don't have to do it next year. How does that sound?
Can I have 2 scoops when we go?
I'll take that as a yes. No, I need to go clean up and you need to clean your room. Rachel and her family will be here soon. And Bruce, honey, is the turkey finally ready?
It's relatively almost close to being ready.
Yay!
I remember that. It got me hooked. The beginning of a brilliant career.
I thought you said that you alone were responsible for your success.
I am. Oh, come on. You weren't seriously going to say that I owe my entire career to that? My mom bribed me to be in a Christmas pageant. That doesn't mean she built my career.
No. But what about the hours she spent driving you to hundreds of rehearsals and workshops? The costumes she made? The lines she helped you memorize? What about the vacations your entire family gave up for you to go to camps and summer acting programs? Or the extra hours your dad worked, just so we could help you through to acting school? Even your sister, Jenny, has always been your biggest fan.
That's what families do.
But this was your dream, and they wanted to help you live it.
That was their choice.
And then there's Miss Trish, who got you started. Mr. Ingalls, who shared his time and expertise with you for free, because he saw something in you worth encouraging. Mr. Bates, who let you into the theater program a year early. Mrs. Snyder, Mr. Kells, Dr. Harry, Professor Jenkins. Shall I go on? Master Humility?
Yeah, they were my teachers, but it's still my career. Mine. My own.
What about Rachel?
What about her?
Ebenezer, you need to remember. And remember well.
Wait, what's going on? What's happening?
You are about to relive the sights, sounds, and emotions of your past. At a point in time before lust for fame had fully consumed you. I'm sending you back to a day you should never have forgotten.
What are you talking about? This is freaking me out. I'm losing control of my... Hey, you.
Hey!
Guess what I have?
Is that the cast list?
Yes, milady, it is indeed. Her noble ladyship, the beautiful Juliet Capulet, shall be played by, drumroll please, Rachel Cricket.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yes, and I shall be thy Romeo.
That's wonderful! I've been dreaming about this role for years. I can't believe it finally happened.
Did you ever think we'd get here?
Get where?
Mostly the physical here on this park bench.
What?
The time here, the here and now, at this point in our lives and our careers.
It's crazy, right?
Who would have thought that me convincing you to do that church skit would have turned into us starring in Romeo and Juliet together?
If I remember correctly, your mom had to bribe you. But no, I wouldn't have imagined it, and I couldn't be happier.
I could. You know, the whole reason I even considered doing the show was because of you.
Really?
Yeah. And then I got cold feet. My mom had to bribe me to go through with it. But the whole reason I did the little skit was because of you. In fact, the whole reason I even did the first couple shows was so I could be around you.
So you were stalking me?
I would never stalk you. By the way, you're out of milk.
Oh, thanks.
But seriously, I don't know what I'd do without you. You make my life so much richer, and I love you so very much.
I love you too.
Then, how about, we make this official? Rachel Marie Cricket, will you marry me?
Yes. Of course, yes.
I really did love her, didn't I?
You thought you did. but your actions didn't follow. You were engaged for 4 years, and then...
No. Please, Spirit, don't make me relive that night. She broke my heart. You cannot blame me for that.
If that were true, I would not show it to you. You must face your past, Ebenezer. You must see it.
It sounded like everything went well.
It did. And I've even been offered another role, and we open on the 24th.
Ed, that's the day after Thanksgiving.
I know. I was hoping that you could come up a few days early. We could have Thanksgiving dinner here, and you could be here for opening night.
Ed, my whole family is going to be in town for the first time in years. Even Dave and Abby are driving up with their new baby. You promised me you would be here this time.
I'm sorry, babe, but this is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
Will you be home for Christmas?
I certainly hope not. We need the show to run well into the new year. Don't worry, I'll be home next year. I know you may be a little disappointed, but this is for us.
Ed, there is no us. There hasn't been for a long time.
Rachel, how could you say that? I've been working my tail off for 3 years. Sacrifices have to be made.
They have been made, Ed. You sacrificed the life we were supposed to build together.
What are you talking about?
Our wedding? You postponed our wedding for a role, and then just one more role, and then an audition. Not even a part, Ed. A chance at a part was more important to you than us.
Rachel, this is my dream.
I know, Ed. I know. I just thought I was going to be a part of your dream.
You are.
No, I'm not. You think I am, you believe I am, but these last 3 years have shown me I still wish I was a part of your dream, Ed.
I love you, Rachel.
I want to believe that you have no idea how desperately I want it to be true.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that when you love something, sometimes you have to let it go. I don't want to, but I'm releasing you from your promise to marry me. Ed? Ed!
She was right. It couldn't go on. I didn't need the distraction.
I didn't think it was possible.
For what?
I didn't think it was physically possible for that much ego to fit in a head that small. Your neglect hurt her to the point where she willingly set her own happiness aside to set you free.
No, she gave up!
She hasn't given up, Ed. If she had, do you think she would have taken a job working for you? A job that no one else could tolerate because of how you treat them. You have no idea how hard it has been for her to be your servant after what she once was.
She's not my servant, she's my personal assistant.
She cleans your house, cooks your meals, runs your errands, and does your laundry, all for minimum wage. You, who of all people, should have loved her most. Instead, speak to her with insults and derision. She prayed for you, encouraged you, and believed in you. But despite all that love she showed, you never returned the smallest measure.
That is not true.
Then where were you when only weeks after you broke up, her brother and sister-in-law died in a car accident? While you were on the fast track to fame and fortune, she was taking on the care of her orphaned niece. You are too busy to even call her. Oh, but when she moved into town, You did give her a job. I don't know why she stays.
I had no idea.
You're an ingrate, Ebenezer. A plagiarist of the worst kind. You take for credit the good deeds and sacrifices of others, and fail to even acknowledge them. And there is one whose mercy and blessings not only include, but surpass all that anyone else has done for you. But denying his patience, his sacrifice, and his love has far greater consequences than you could imagine.
Who? Who are you talking about?
You deny him daily.
God?
Yes, Ebenezer. But my time has come to an end. You'll learn more from my successor.
Wait, you can't just leave me like this. You can't just work me up into the guilt trip of a lifetime and leave me here feeling like a selfish pig.
I did not make your choices!
Then tell me how I can fix this. Tell me how I can get rid of this guilt.
I cannot. Please, the past is the past, Ebenezer. Your sins will stand to accuse you, but you can't change your choices now.
Tell me!
You can expect the next ghost tomorrow night.
Tell me how!
Tomorrow night! Ebenezer! Tomorrow night!
It was morning. The sun shone, and Ed was once again in his own familiar apartment. Had it all been a dream? It must have been. And yet, the guilt was still there. And so was the pizza.
Ed? Hey, I'm sorry about yesterday.
It's no big deal.
No, I was out of line to criticize you. You're my boss, and it wasn't my place.
How about we just forget it even happened and get to work?
Okay. Do you want to start where we left off yesterday?
Sure. Wait, no. I don't know. Just pick something. Keep me on my toes.
Okay. Here we go. Too light for such a swain as you to catch, yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should be, should buzz, come, you wasp. In faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
Okay, this isn't working. I need to act it out. I can't just stand here. Here. I'll do my part and you be Kate. You remember the blocking, right?
I think so.
Good. Remember, we used to rehearse like this all the time. Now really get into it. Ready?
Sure.
Come, you wasp, in faith you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
Nay, come again, good Kate, I am a gentleman.
That I'll try. I am so sorry.
No, it's totally fine.
Are you okay?
No. Oh, I probably deserved it. Oh.
I swear I will cuff you if you strike again.
What?
That's the next line.
All right. And if you strike me, then you are no gentleman.
'Tis true. Therefore, setting all this chat aside, thus in plain terms, your father hath consented that you shall be my wife. And will you, nill you, I will marry you. Now, Kate, I am a husband for your turn, and by this light, whereby I see thy beauty that doth make me like thee well. Thou must be married to no man but me.
Well done.
Thanks.
That brought back some memories.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever think of them? The memories, I mean.
You know, not until very recently. But at the same time, I feel like I've burned too many bridges to ever go back. You know what? Why don't you just go ahead and take the rest of the day off? Go get ready for Thanksgiving dinner and spend some time with Tammy.
Tabby,
How many nieces do you have?
are you sure you won't need me?
Yeah, I'm good. Just got a lot on my mind.
Alright. Oh, do you want me to order you a pizza?
No! We Gucci.
Alright. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, Rachel. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things.
Now, more than ever, Ed felt the weight of his own guilt pulling downward on his heart. He could see his ungratefulness, both past and present, but he couldn't see way out. He felt trapped. No matter what he did, he would never be able to right the wrong he had done to so many. All he could do now was wait. Wait and hope that the next ghost to come would bring him answers to the thousands of questions that plagued his thoughts. Night could not come fast enough for Ebenezer Spurge. And when it finally came, nothing happened. This, in turn, only added to his agitation. Was he to be left with the weight of his guilt in the face of her love and be given no remedy? Terror at being left with his burden mounted until he hyperventilated and passed out.
Mr. Spurge? Mr. Spurge? Mr. Spurge? What a weird looking bedroom. Mr. Spurge? Mr. Spurge? Ah! Mr. Spurge! Wakey, wakey, sleeping beauty. Oh. Wakey, wakey, sleeping ugly. I got popcorn.
you dead, Mr. Spurge? Not again. Let's see. I am technically an inanimate object, so I don't have a pulse. I don't think. No. But you're a people, and people have a pulse. I think. There it is. And since you have a pulse, you must be alive. And if you're alive, I better keep you that way, or you'll die. And that would be bad. I think. And the way to keep someone alive is mouth-to-mouth recessa. Recession? Oh, I'm shedding. Reassurance. Receipt? Mouth-to-mouth recessa something. Oh! Oh no! No! It's in my eyes! It's in my eyes! Alkaloids! Not you, Mr. Spurge.
Yes?
Then I'm your ghost. The name's Russell. Russell Scarecrow.
Oh, I get it. I am Maximus.
But I thought you were Mr. Spurge.
I am. It's, you know, Russell Scarecrow. It's sort of like the actor. I am Maximus Decimus Meridius.
I'm confused. Are you Mr. Maximus or Mr. Spurge?
I'm Ed Spurge. Ed Spurge.
Oh, good. That means I'm in the right place. One time. Oh! Sorry. One time, I ended up in Jersey. And it took me forever to get out of there. But on the bright side, I have popcorn. I love popcorn. I'm not gonna waste it. If popcorn were a female scarecrow, I'd marry it. Her. Them?
You must really love it then.
Oh, I do. I can't get enough of this stuff. No, really. All my internal organs are made of straw, so it just goes right through me. See? You want some?
I'll pass.
Shoot yourself. No, I mean, suit yourself. Those are two different things. Anyway, I am your second ghost. The ghost of... I am the ghost of... Hang on. Hanukkah! I am the ghost of Hanukkah no? Thanksgiving. Hanukkah's next month. I am the ghost of Thanksgiving present.
You're a rather absent-minded spirit, aren't you?
Ooh, a butterfly! Oh no, it's just a moth. Anyway, we better get going. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Woo! Watch the moves here.
Yeah.
Downstairs. Lots of stairs. I like stairs. Russell, where are we going? I'll know it when I see it. Oh, yay. Stairs in.
Wait, what is this?
You got a quarter?
Do I look like I carry pocket change?
So that's a no.
No!
Well then, what's this? Behind your ear! It's a quarter!
Amazing.
I know, right? Magic. Now, watch closely, Mr. Spurge. This is you.
That is not me!
He may not be the real you, but he is the metaphorical, metaphysical, allegorical you. And I appreciate that because it took me a long time to learn how to say.
What?
The words, they're big words.
No.
Christmas is a horse used every 25th of December to pick a man's pocket.
I'm not a miser.
Being a miser wasn't the sickness. It was only a symptom.
A symptom of what?
I wish to be left alone. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry.
A sinful, selfish heart, Mr. Spurge.
Okay, I know, Saint, but I am not him. Stay out of this.
Your outward actions may certainly look different, but the heart is still the same. You can always find someone who acts worse, but sin is sin, and you are no better than him. That rhymed! You gotta write that down.
This is ridiculous. Look.
Are there no prisons? Are the workhouses no longer in operation? I was afraid something had stopped them from their usefulness.
See, I'm performing for their fundraiser.
They would rather die. They better do it and decrease the surplus population.
A selfish heart is a selfish heart, Mr. Spurge, no matter what body it wears. Welcome to Thanksgiving present.
Oh, so this is Jenny's new place.
She has lived here for 8 years. You are a sad little man, and you have my pity.
Jess, Tess, stop texting and go make sure your room is clean before Grandma gets here.
Do we have to?
Yes.
It's not like she's going to check.
Go!
When is she getting here?
Any minute.
So we don't have to clean our room.
And why is that?
Because it's gonna take a lot longer than a minute.
Nice try, you two.
But we're hungry!
Then working hard will make the time go faster.
Why?
Because I said so.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma?
Yes?
Could you run lines with me? I'm having trouble with a couple of them.
Not at the moment, sweetheart. I have to finish getting dinner on the table before your grandmother gets here.
Do you think Dad could help?
No! Sorry. He's finishing the turkey! I hope.
Jenny, you can't rush a masterpiece.
Yes, but Ben, even Leonardo da Vinci didn't take 3 days to cook a turkey.
Did you just say Leonardo da Vinci?
No, Ben, honey, please.
That's what it's missing. You're brilliant! Be back in a few!
A few what? Seconds, minutes, hours, days? The first time Mom lets me host Thanksgiving dinner and it takes your father 3 days to cook the bird.
I love you!
And please, change your shirt.
What can I do to help?
Go get the silverware. And cups.
Sure.
This is pretty advanced stuff.
It's not surprising. You are missing a chance to help a very talented young actress.
Oh, come on, she's only in high school.
Age before beauty, Mr. Spurge.
What?
I think I meant age is timeless. Or time is ageless? Talent! Talent is ageless. That way.
Thank you.
Do you think Uncle Ed will come? I doubt it, sweetheart. He hasn't been here in a long time. I know. I honestly feel sorry for him. He must be so lonely. I miss him too, but for him, career comes first. I hope he knows we still love him.
Mom! Mom!
Did not!
I did not!
You did
We're all on my side! All right! You two, why are you out of your room?
Jessica taking all her clothes on my side of the closet. Well, you piled all your dirty clothes on my side.
Stop bickering and go clean your room.
Yes, ma'am.
Knock, knock.
Grandma!
Oh my, quite the welcome party.
Grandma, Jess is being a brat.
You are such
A liar, Jess!
No, Helen, Elizabeth Carson and Jessica Ruth Carson, we are done with the arguing. Back to your room.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, Mom. I am so glad you're here.
Jenny, everything looks beautiful.
Thank you. I don't know how you did it. You even had time to make these beautiful little napkin rings. I barely had time to get food on the table.
I had to have something to do while your father cooked the turkey. It took him 3 days. The napkin holder saved our marriage.
They look so happy. Without me.
Oh, they are. But you haven't given them much of a choice, have you?
I suppose not.
They would be happier with you, Ebenezer.
I just wish your brother could be here.
Say yes to the dressing, baby! Ba 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 da 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 da.
Honey, you married your father.
Oh, hey Caroline, you're just in time.
Hello, Ben. That is a very delicious looking turkey.
It better be. I spent long enough working on it.
Jess, time to eat.
Let's prep.
You have an opportunity to be a part of their lives, Ebenezer. It's your choice. But your lack of a life aside, we have more to see.
Where are we now?
The present! Well, actually it's Thanksgiving, so it's the future. I work in a little gray area. It's fine.
Where are we physically?
We aren't physically here, silly. You've been paying attention.
What is the location we are seeing?
Looks like an alley.
I give up. Who's she?
I don't think you know her.
Then why are we here?
Choices and consequences, Mr. Spurge. Do you remember Annie, the little girl who asked for your donation?
That can't be her!
Of course not. Annie, pigtails, little girl, big vocabulary, very homeschooled.
Yes, I remember. What does this have to do with Annie?
She asked you to donate food to the homeless and you refused.
Okay, I know that was kind of wrong, but come on. I'm already performing for their fundraiser for free. Besides, a few cans wouldn't have helped.
It would have helped her. The shelter ran out of food tonight, Mr. Spurge. Thanksgiving night. And there are hundreds more just like her all across the city who are hungry because of it.
See, there's no way I could have fed them all.
No. But her hunger, Mr. Spurge, is a result of your selfishness.
There's nothing I can do about it now.
That's the beauty of the present, Ebenezer. It presents an opportunity to change the future and heal the past. What we do now shapes what happens next. And speaking of next, I have one more show to stop you. I mean, one more you to show to stop. One more stop to show you. Got it. Oh, and there was this green lady who wanted some shoes. I don't know why she wanted shoes. I meant to ask her, but then she just melted. Woof. Allergic to water or something. How did she bathe? Do you know where we are?
I think so, but I wish this wasn't it.
What do you mean?
This is Rachel Cricket's apartment, isn't it?
No, this is Rachel Cricket's apartment. Clearly.
Goodness, look at this place.
What about it?
She lives in a tiny apartment in a neighborhood that looks like muggers get mugged here. And the building itself, well, it's just a mess. She could do better for herself.
Now, how's that?
I don't know, she's smart. She could do something.
Like, get a better job?
Yeah, like... get her a better job. This is my fault too, isn't it?
Now you're getting it, Mr. Spurge. Choices and consequences. Although, sometimes we don't always get what we deserve. Watch closely.
Did you enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner?
I always love Thanksgiving. The bird was this big.
It was definitely the biggest one we've ever had.
Do you have to work tomorrow? Only because I thought that we could spend the day in our pajamas singing Christmas songs and watching Christmas movies.
Are you into Christmas already?
As soon as Thanksgiving dinner ends, Christmas begins.
Oh, does it now?
It does.
Unfortunately, I do have to work tomorrow, but maybe we could do it when I get home.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Tabby.
Why do you have to work so much?
Well, we need food to eat, a place to stay, clothes, shoes, and other things. And in order for me to get those, I have to go to work and earn money.
But Jillian's parents have everything they need and they don't have to work tomorrow.
Well, different job, different boss.
He should pay you more and give you more time off.
I had yesterday off, and that was nice. I think we should be thankful for what we have.
I think Mr. Ed should be thankful for what he has. Then he might realize how awesome you are and we wouldn't have to live in a place where you have to carry me up the stairs.
Now I just think you're stalling so you won't have to go to sleep.
Why don't you get a new job? Then we can move. Somewhere with an elevator that has all the buttons that go...
It's not that simple.
Why not?
Because... Do you remember the memory verse we memorized last week?
1 Corinthians 13, 4-7. Love is patient, love is kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way. Love is not irritable or resentful. Love does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Wait! Do you love Mr. Ed?
I try to.
Why?
Because Jesus loves us, so we're supposed to love others.
No. That's not what I mean. Do you love Mr. Ed? Like, you want to kiss him?
It is way past time little girls your age should be already asleep.
I'll take that as yes.
Say your prayers and go to bed.
All right. May I please pray for Mr. Ed?
Of course.
That's good, because we're supposed to pray for our enemies.
Tabby!
He hasn't kissed you yet. Dear God, thank you for a day when we get to eat good food. And I thank you for Aunt Rachel, and I pray that she gets more money. And I pray for Mr. Ed that he will see how awesome Aunt Rachel is and that he will love her too. And as nighttime starts to fall, we ask you bless us, one and all. Amen.
Amen. Good night, my little troublemaker. I'll see you in the morning.
I love you.
I love you more.
What have I done to deserve Rachel's loyalty and love?
Nothing. In fact, if you look at it, less than nothing.
What?
That, my friend, is called grace. It's what thankfulness is all about.
What?
I'm afraid almost all the kernels of our time together have popped, and soon the bag of wisdom will be pulled forth from the microwave of time, and all shall become clear.
Did you just try and turn a snack food into a deeply spiritual metaphor?
That's not for me to say.
Really, Russell? First Providence won't tell me how to get rid of this guilt, and you've only come and added to it. I get it, I've been a jerk, but I thought you were supposed to teach me how to turn my life around or something.
No, Mr. Spurge. Providence and I are here to make you ask questions. The one who comes next, he will give you answers. Although, you may not like them.
I have to wait a whole day?
Just like popcorn, the more butter you add, the better it is!
That means nothing!
It means the time has come for me to go. The rotations are over and the bag is popped. Goodbye, Mr. Spurge!
Wait, Russell!
Ed sat alone in the dark. He had hoped for answers, but all he had gotten were more questions. His past accused him. His present made clear missed opportunities. And yet, he wanted to change, to right the ills of his past. But he didn't know how. He sat, trying to remember forgotten Bible verses, prayers, Sunday school lessons. Anything that might help him start over. But he forgot. Though the past may be far removed from the present, the future is ever on his heels.
Surely you can't expect me to change overnight.
It was an attempt at humor, mortal, and do not call me Shirley. I am most certainly down, and this is my associate, Taxes. What are you laughing at, mortal?
Oh, no, nothing. It's funny, because, your name is, it's Death, and she's Taxes. I'll just shut up now.
I do not understand you mortals. You are frightened by a reference to an architectural element, and yet you laugh at my colleague's name.
Ebenezer Spurge, Mr. Death is the ghost of Thanksgiving future, and there's a few things you need to see.
I don't need to see anything. I just need answers. The suspense is killing me.
Ha! 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 Very funny, Mr. Spurge.
I didn't mean
Don't worry. That's his actual laugh. He does love a good pun.
They are to die 4.
Very funny, Mr. Death.
But all this chat aside, come, mortal, there is much to see of what is to come.
Hey, who's coughing?
I don't know. Someone with a cold, I should think.
No, but seriously, whose funeral is this?
Pay attention and find out for yourself.
Whoever it was must have been popular. There's a lot of people here. Is it someone I know?
Someone who lived a life very similar to yours.
Wait, that's my agent!
Avery.
I'm surprised we haven't visited her yet. Always being on that phone, it's a miracle she hasn't walked in front of a bus.
She's speaking.
That's not out of the usual. Yeah? Uh-huh. Oh, okay, you too. Ciao, baby. What do you say? What can you say when someone of this caliber, of this potential, of this magnitude passes on, passes away, passes the torch? When they go belly up, when they've bought the farm, when they've checked out and closed shop, when they've groped and followed the light into limbo to meet the repo man because they're no longer with us. They bought a one-way ticket after pulling the plug. And now they're pushing up daisies. 6 feet under, taking the dirt nap after the final curtain call. Today, a friend is off the twig. A friend has shuffled off the mortal coil to go and take the great catnap up there with the Reaper and the playground for the dead where they're juggling Halo. A once warm heart is now room temperature. Flatline because it kicked the oxygen habit. Our dearly departed is now a route inspector, living in a pine condo and talking to us from a horizontal phone booth. And it's all because the fat lady sang. They passed the sell-by date and got stamp return to sender. They basted the formaldehyde turkey. And then, only then, do we find out that our dear friend is mortally challenged. What do you say when someone like that dies? It just leaves you at a loss for words.
That didn't tell me anything.
It's because she does not remember who is inside of the box.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? Keep watching. I've prepared a little speech. but somehow my words don't seem adequate to express the deep emotion of the loss of someone who was like a sister to all of us. I mean, like a mother to all of us. Like a brother to all of us? What do you expect? The coffin is closed! He was a great actor, and his roles touched the lives of so many. Oh, hang on! Benedict, baby, how you doing, hot stuff? Oh, absolutely. Okay, what are you doing? Oh, yeah. There was never an actor like him, and he will be missed by his friends, by his family, and by his millions of fans all around the world. You were my #1 client, and the world is a darker place without you. Arrivederci. Now give me my phone back, you're worse than my mother.
Why would they have someone as insensitive and disinterested as Avery deliver the eulogy when he had so many other friends?
That's just it. Out of all those people, none of them knew him better than Avery.
What? That's all his friends knew?
None of those people were his friends.
And who were they?
They are his fans.
Our man in the box was a movie star, a great actor of stage and screen, known far and wide, but not in a way that mattered. Through selfishness and bitterness, he walled himself off from God and man, and with room for only himself, he pushed all glimmer of care for others and hope for himself out and away. The people here today knew his work, but not his heart. They loved his characters, not him.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that I might suffer the same fate as this man if I don't change my ways.
You might say that.
Come, there is more to see.
And with a growing sense of dread and foreboding, followed the two spirits to the edge of town, to a small cemetery. As the weathered stones drew closer, so did all his fears.
Why are we in a cemetery?
We are here on grave business. Ha!
Very funny, Mr. Death, but most of your audience is dead.
True, perhaps it was too much for them.
I guess you really are buried
But all this joviality aside, you must see two who lie here.
Who? Wait, that's Rachel! What's she doing here?
Observe the headstone where she looks, and you will see a name.
No, not Tabby, not her niece, it can't be!
But it is.
But what about Rachel? She looks so hungry, so weary.
She lives on the street. That is what happens when you have no money and no job.
But her job with me? What about her job with me?
And so we come to the other grave.
Whose spirit? Do I have to look? Or could you just tell me? Are the things that I have seen what will happen? Or just what might happen? Please, Spirit, I'm afraid to look. Tell me, can I change what I have seen? Rest in peace, Ebenezer Spurge. Tell me, Spirit, who was the man in the coffin?
It was you.
Please, Deb, you must tell me. Can I change the future I have made? Or is all hope gone?
Hope is not gone, Ebenezer, but you can do nothing.
But I will! I'll change! I'll do the right thing!
No, Ed! You cannot change yourself. Your very nature is sinful. There is no good in you.
Then what was the point? If nothing can be done, then why am I here? What was the purpose of this guilt and fear if this is my only option?
This is not your only option.
But you just said...
Now has come the time to answer your questions. You asked Providence how to erase the record of your past, and you asked Russell how grace was the meaning of thanksgiving. Your ingratitude goes far beyond what you can see, because no matter how much love and forgiveness they gave to you, someone else has given you far more.
Who?
God, the one whom you have denied all of your life, and yet he still offers you grace. Grace purchased by the blood sacrifice of his son, Jesus.
What does this have to do with me being thankful?
Everything. You have been given more than you could ever deserve. However, you have sinned against an eternal God, and the earnings of sin are death. But not just any death. A death that must go beyond the grave. And what you mortals fail to see is that every second outside of hell is mercy, even though you humans hurt each other and do your best to create hell on earth. The worst here is mercy when compared to what justice demands. And you, who have been blessed more than most, still refuse to see it. Your thankless heart condemns you. You take credit for the mercies of God, treating his blessings and his gifts like fruits of your own labor, only adding to the list of your debts to him.
Then I'll pay him back. I'll do the right thing.
Never in a million lifetimes could you do so. Yet someone has already paid for you. The one from whom you steal offers freely the complete and final payment of your debt.
But why? After I turned my back on him, how could he ever forgive me?
That, my dear boy, is grace. It's what giving thanks is about. He gives it not because you deserve it, but because you don't. If you could do it on your own, it would not be his love or his gift. It would be a contract, fire insurance. He gives grace so that you may give thanks, but you must receive his gift before it's too late.
When Ed woke the next morning, it was the newest he had ever felt in his life. There by his couch he knelt, and as the events of the past 3 nights washed over him, he prayed like he had never prayed before. Or at least he tried. For though his words were uncertain, his heart cried out for the gift of grace and a thankful spirit. As he did so, his world spun round. Ed was no longer the center of his own universe. But don't take my word for it.
Now this is a holdup, mister! And if you give me food for the shelter, you're gonna get it!
Annie, I don't think this is the best or most legal way to get food for the homeless.
Man! How'd you know it was me?
Most robbers don't work for charity.
Robin Hood did!
He's fictional.
My threat still remains true!
Oh, sure it does. You wait here, I'll be right back.
Just a second. I'm afraid this is all I have at the house at the moment.
It's because you're a bachelor.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Got it there. And, take this too.
Gee whiz, Mr. Spurge, thanks! I was wrong about you.
Annie?
Yes?
Get your gun.
Ed was a flurry of activity. He had a new lease on life with the greatest landlord of all. Hurrying to dress, he rushed out the door. Unable to get a cab, he began to walk, to hobble towards Rachel's house. The lightness of his heart lending lightness to his tread as he sped on his way down the streets, stopping to wish every man, woman, child, and pigeon a happy Thanksgiving. Soon, he arrived breathless at the door to Rachel's apartment. But here he paused. The optimism that had carried him so quickly to this door vanished. Suddenly, doubts flooded his mind. After all he'd done, would she forgive him? Could she ever see him the way she once had? He didn't know, but he knew he had to ask. And mustering his courage, he knocked.
Ed?
Here, Candygram, this is for you.
Thank you. What are you doing here?
It's Thanksgiving!
Yes.
Yeah!
Would you like to come in?
Sure. Should I take off my boot?
Oh, no, you're fine.
Okay, it's just that I stepped in something and it's in the fabric and, I'll just be careful.
Did you need something?
Like to pay her more money?
Tabby!
Well, that would be a good start.
Huh?
Rachel, over the past few days, I've come face to face with the horrible way that I've treated you and taken you for granted. You have been faithful and loving as long as we've been friends and gotten almost nothing in return. I was wrong, selfish, but most of all, ungrateful. But that is all about to change. I'm raising your pay and getting you a new apartment. I know money can't make things right, but I hope it'll show you that I truly mean it when I say, Rachel, I'm so sorry. God has given me a second chance. Will you?
I've waited for such a long time to hear those words. I'm not even sure I'm not dreaming. How can I know this is real?
You can't, but I hope you'll give me the chance to prove it to you. Rachel, can you ever forgive me?
Yes, I can.
Are you two going to kiss or something?
Tabby!
I don't think so. She's, forgiven me quite that much. Have you?
No!
Okay. Didn't think so.
I was just wondering, because the food's getting cold.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tabby. Ed? Would you like to stay for dinner?
Would you like to stay forever?
I'd love to. But I actually have a question for Miss Tabby here. Do you like turkey? Because I know a place that serves a mean turkey.
Oh, can we go, please?
Grandma!
Oh my, quite the welcome party.
Grandma, Jess is being a brat.
You are such a liar!
No!
Elizabeth Carson and Jessica Ruth Carson, we are done with the arguing. Back to your room!
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, Mom. I am so glad you're here.
Jenny, everything looks beautiful.
Thank you. I don't know how you did it. You even had time to make these beautiful little napkin holders. I barely had time to get food on the table.
I had to have something to do while your father cooked the turkey. It took him 3 days. The napkin holder saved our marriage.
Say yes to the dressing, baby! Ba 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 da 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 ta da.
Honey, you married your father.
Oh, hey Caroline, you're just in time.
Hello, Ben. That is a very delicious looking turkey.
It better be. I spent long enough working on it.
Jess, Tess, time to eat. Did you invite someone else?
No.
Ebenezer, you came.
Hi, Mom. It's been way too long. I'm sorry.
Ed?
Hey, sis. Is that invitation to dinner still open?
Of course it is, Uncle Ed.
Yes, of course. Melanie gets in plates. Oh, so good to see you, Rachel.
Trying to catch flies, Ben?
Let's see.
Yes.
So, how about I say a blessing and then we'll begin? Heavenly Father, we thank you for the many blessings you've given us, though we do not deserve them. And we thank you for this food.
Especially the turkey.
And the rolls.
And the pumpkin pie.
But most of all, Father, we thank you for bringing our family back together this year. And we pray that you continue to bring us back together for many years to come. In your Son's precious name we pray. Amen.
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 May we always remember,
God has blessed us, everyone.
This was the first of many Thanksgiving meals shared by this group. Ed became a new man. He followed through on his promise to perform for the charity dinner. And no matter what he was working on in years to come, he would make sure he was home to help Matthew 14 Ministries. He and Rachel got back together, and it wasn't long before Tabby had an adoptive father. Melanie, with the help of her uncle, became a successful actress. Tabby, Jess, and Tess all grew up and found their own paths. But no matter where life took them, they all made sure to return once a year to Ed's Thanksgiving feast. He became almost as well known for his Thanksgiving dinners as he was for his acting. And in years to come, it would be said that if anyone knew how to celebrate Thanksgiving, it was Ed Spurge. For the rest of his life, the events of those 3 nights would stay with him and remind him of the grace he had been given. And in the words of Tabby, God has blessed us, everyone.
Thank you.